What's up, guys? Good to have you back with me again. 3 weeks into the growth season, and it is time to make a nutritional change. My man Onram here and me are on the exact same program, as you all know. As far as nutrition and training is concerned, of course, he is taking PEDs, I'm not. That's the only difference. So, we are still on the same 6 feeding daily schedule. We have a pre and intra drink right in the morning, no solid breakfast after cardio. Then we have 2 meals, solid animal protein. Then we have another pre and intra drink, train again, and then 2 more solid meals with animal protein. Animal protein, I want to make a point, and because it is, in my opinion, superior to any plant sources or supplemental sources. The meals in between those 2 pre and intra drinks stay the same. They stay the same. They are a good size. They're easy to get down for me, and I don't want to make a change there. Probably when I do a change in the future, I'm gonna add a meal instead of making those meals bigger, because they are just right on perfect. Okay, so those meals still consist of each 200 grams of carbohydrates with 75 grams of protein. Now, I have to clear something up, because this question has been coming up over the past 3 weeks quite often. When I say a meal has 200 grams of carbohydrates, I'm talking about the macronutrient carbohydrate. I'm not talking about 200 grams of rice or 200 grams of potato or 200 grams of oats or anything like that. I'm talking about as much of a given food, let's say rice, to provide 200 grams of carbohydrates. So it doesn't matter if the rice is cooked, or if the rice is raw, or if the potatoes are baked, or if the potatoes are mashed. All I'm talking about here is get as much food as it takes to get 200 grams of carbohydrates. Get it? The macronutrient. The same goes for protein. 75 grams of protein. It doesn't matter if the protein source you want to use is cooked or if it's raw. Just get as much of it to give you 75 grams of protein. I hope I cleared that up now, because I honestly did not expect that to be an issue. Example, 200 grams of carbs is equal to about a little more than 250 grams of raw weight jasmine rice. Right? Get it? You take 250 grams of jasmine rice, raw, put it in your rice cooker with the amount of water you want to add to it, cook it up, and then whatever is in the rice cooker has 200 grams of carbohydrates. Okay? So, those meals stay the same. They give me, they provide in total 4 times 200 grams of carbohydrates, which is 800, and 4 times 75 grams of protein, which is 300. That's a good base. Now, the change 3 weeks into the schedule is the pre and intra workout nutrition only. Previously, there was only, the pre and intra shake was pretty small, to be honest, because it was a total of 50 grams of cluster dextrin with about 50 grams of total protein coming from essential amino acids and or whey isolate or PeptoPro. Now it has been increased to a total per shake of 200 grams of carbohydrates with about 70 grams of total protein consisting of whey isolate, EAAs, and glutamine. Let me break that down for you. The pre-shake right now looks like this. It's 125 grams of cluster dextrin, 50 grams of whey isolate, and 10 grams of creatine. That is diluted in 1 liter of water. I have that immediately before I start warming up. So I drink this drink, the whole liter, and then I start warming up. And during the session, I'm doing 75 grams of cluster dextrin with either another 25 grams of whey isolate or 20 grams of essential amino acids. After the session, I also add 10 grams of glutamine. That is just 1 scoop immediately after the session. That's why it's here separately. So this change gives me per day an additional 300 grams of carbohydrates and about an additional 50 grams of protein in total. And if we calculate that, 50 grams of protein is 200 calories and 300 grams of carbohydrates is 1200 calories. So this bump right here, only coming from the pre and intra shakes, is 1400 calories. So basically it's an extra meal. 1400 calories increase from what I've done the past 3 weeks is now in full effect. And trust me, it is going to work drastically. Now, what do I expect from it? I know at first I will be getting a little softer. I will hold water in my ankles. I will hold water all over my body, under my skin. But another 2 or 3 weeks down the road and everything will have hardened up. My body will have accustomed to it, and it will all be solid weight. This is what has to happen. So I'm trusting the process. OnRam is trusting the process. And this is our nutritional change 3 weeks in. I don't know if I have to repeat it. I think you all got it. If you didn't get it, watch the video again. I'm open to questions down below. And watch out for the other video that is coming out that is going to talk about OnRam's change in PEDs. And you can probably expect what this change will look like, or predict what this change will look like, looking at the pre and intra nutrition. So watch out for that one. It'll be out probably tomorrow or the day after. For now, please subscribe, hit the like button, share, and if you would like to, comment. I appreciate all y'all. See you on the next video. All right, guys, we're back. 3 weeks into the growth phase, and it is time to make a nutritional change because The weight has been stagnant, and the only reason, oh, God damn it. Mic check. Guys, we're back. 3 weeks.